Hello, my name is Rachel Stone, and I will be presenting today on Coast Guard boating safety statistics. I chose to investigate boating safety because my capstone group is working with the Coast Guard. We found that the Coast Guard has difficulty getting hazard information to mariners quickly, especially to people on small recreational boats, so I thought it would be informative to investigate boating accidents and their causes. I used two websites in my research. The first site was the Coast Guard's boating safety website, which is here. You can see that it has accident statistics going back to 2004. The second site was the Boating Safety Resource Center, which has statistics starting from 2005, lets users select data based on several useful filters. For my visualization, I primarily looked at the data by accident cause and by year. After gathering my data, I put it in a Google Sheet. As you can see, it has several tabs where I organized the data I collected. The tables are helpful for collecting a lot of information. It can be difficult to make quick comparisons or conclusions. To create my final visualization, I chose to use Tableau Public. I like the tool because it's easy to use, has many chart and customization options, and allows for an external data source. In addition, dashboards were created allowing different charts to be tied together through highlighting and filters. I ended up creating 2 dashboards and 4 charts. For my charts, I used 2 side-by-side bars charts. Here's one of them here. I like those kinds of charts to let viewers quickly compare data statistics. For those charts, I added column labels, as you can see here, and used color to indicate high to low values. I also created 2 line charts with trend lines. There's a trend line there. Which lets viewers get a sense of the data over time. Now let's take a closer look at my final visualization. As you can see, my 2 dashboards are there. If we take a look at the first dashboard, there is filtering available by accidents, deaths, and injuries. Let's start by looking at accidents. If we filter by accidents, you can see that operator inattention, operator inexperience, and improper lockout have the highest values. So let's change the filter now to injuries. For injuries, operator inattention and improper lockout are high again. Excessive speed and alcoholic use are also problem areas. Finally, I'll filter by deaths. For deaths, alcohol use and unknown have the highest values. Though not as high, you can also see that hazardous waters and weather cause many deaths that could possibly be preventable if the data was accessible and could be provided more quickly. So let's take a look at my second dashboard. I picked out congested waters, hazardous waters, inadequate or missing navigation aids, and weather as areas where timely and/or accessible data could help to reduce boating accidents. If we look at the trends, we can see that the number of accidents are decreasing overall, but if we look at this bottom chart, we can see that hazardous waters are becoming more problematic. Data can be highlighted by accident cause, so I'm going to go ahead and click on missing or inadequate navigation aids. We can see that they cause a relatively few number of accidents, injuries, and deaths. So resolving that issue may be lesser priority compared to hazardous waters and weather. I can also, let me clear that. We can also select a year in the top line chart, and that filters the data below it. And we can see that, so this is for 2016, and we can see that weather has the highest number of accidents, but hazardous waters were responsible for the most deaths. As I hope you learned something from my visualization, I will post a link to it in the discussion board, and thank you for watching my presentation.